The Magical World of Words, Part 2. Part 2, Creating Your Magic. From your notes or audio recording, put each word on an index card or a piece of paper. 1 word per card or sheet of paper. After you have written each word down, lay your cards out in rows of 3 or 4, depending on how many cards you have. I like to do it on the floor to see it like a big picture. Or maybe a circle. Resist putting it in an order you think it should be in. Get your pen and paper and write down the words, like you would a poem. Okay, now turn all the cards face down and shuffle them. Then set them up in rows again, maybe explore a different design. Read it aloud and write it down, even if it seems that it makes no sense, but does it? Next, read and write the poem backwards instead of left to right. Do it right to left. Instead of starting at the top, start from the bottom. It is really important to understand that sometimes things don't need so much fixing, that there is beauty in what sometimes seems to make no sense, but actually does and can be felt. Another word for sense. Poetry is the power of human being and not human doing. If you focus too much on perfection or what will others say, you'll miss one of the most beautiful gifts, the magic of expression, whether it is feelings of sorrow or feelings of joy. Now that you have explored intuitively creating a poem and practicing presence, go ahead and create a poem with your words that began as sensings, then turned into feelings, and finally thought. Do it in a flow that actually feels good to you. You have completed the workshop. We'd love to read your work and would love to get to know what makes your heart soar high and low. Your expression and voice can heal us all. Allow me to share one of my own. I am multi-rooted. My mother Puerto Rico, my grandmother Africa, my father Spain, my grandfather Israel. Brooklyn, New York rocked my cradle. Puerto Rican, Juyarican, Nuyorican, seen roots in El Borinquen. Golden yellows and crimson reds, greens that shout, I'm flourishing. I am dark and light, I am hard and soft. My heels are high. My converse is low. I am a healer of the soul, creatrix. I am a mother of 2 or maybe many. I shape words to utter a story. Trust, honesty, and transparency is how I flow. Justice is my code. My prayer is wind. My tears are gold. The scars I hold no one will ever know. I create medicine with words, plants, and intuitive wisdom. It was lighting Shabbat candles I found my way home, deeply understanding the scope of oppression, repression, and depression. There are layers and layers of stories untold. Sometimes I move through the underworld, through pain, through sorrow, holding space for things not solved. Back to the center, recalling all that is old, owning heritage, ethnicity, flipping it, and building it forward. I'm not a novelty nor entertainment, because my culture is different or misunderstood. Assimilate for decades and tell me what is left of you. Freedom has a fragrance like mango and avocado, like the soft mist of coconut water, the hum of the A train, the sound of family laughter, food seasoned with stories that smell like wondrous, rooty earth. I can't begin to tell you where it starts or where it ends. Things blocked that long to be forgotten because memories burn like fire scorching the skin. And now, I dedicate my life to the work set before me. I cry out in the desert. I appeal to the heart. I stand for solidarity. I stand for love. I stand for dance. I stand for expression. I stand for expansive living. I stand for the earth. I stand for the children. I stand for the teens. I stand for men. I stand for women. I stand for all. impacted by the flavors of my multi-rooted identity, refusing to choose any one thing because I am many. It was an honor to walk with you. May your words always tell us the truth of who you are. With devotion and love, the Word Dominatrix, thehouseofliberation.com.